stage of his career. You know,
Right.
famously, it happened to um, Floyd Patterson when he got knocked out by Inga Johansson. He had to come back and say, right, we're going to go do this again. Uh, on the knockout in the heavyweight division when Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Hassan Rahman. Was that
Yeah.
92? Right, when he got knocked out by Hassan Rahman um, in South Africa, and then he had to brush himself off and come back again. This
Mm-hmm.
is how it goes, and it was an elation knockout that he's got. This is boxing, um, but the thing that was like Dillian really did box well, uh, and I feel sorry for his camp, his team, especially the young trainer in his corner, Xavier, um, because that was a big opportunity. And prior to the knockout, Dillian really did box excellent, and we're looking and we're saying, man, you're really just in there with a okay, but Povetkin is the most experienced heavyweight in the division today, and you can never write off a guy like that, man. And it's like the things that a lot of people were dreading, but nobody wasn't really openly speaking about it. We just knew how dangerous Povetkin was. He's a dangerous guy, and if he's up for it, and he was up for this fight, and Dillian was dealing with him, and I think there was a brief lapse in concentration. But the things that I've spoken openly about, and this is not me having anything against Dave Coolwell, but Dave Coolwell is actually my friend, who was the trainer of Tony Bellew. They brought him in to work in the corner. Now, he hasn't worked with Dillian, right?
Right.
So they said, right, well, Dave, we're going to bring you in just for experience, like to kind of oversee kind of things, you know what I mean? And to like be a little, I don't know, to have like a look for Xavier, the trainer. But what you saw, and you watched the fight, right?
Right.
What you there's times where Xavier's in there talking, and then Dave Coolwell's from the outside of the ring giving his instructions as well. And Dillian's looking out of the ring to. I'm saying your focus is just maybe you and your trainer right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and I didn't like that. I'm just gonna be real, and I can't be a hypocrite and hold it to me. Everyone wants to take offense by it either, because I regard Dave Coolwell a very, very good friend, and he regards me the same. But I'm just being real. I didn't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the other day I was saying about concentration and how human beings now have less attention span than goldfish, and that's crazy, right? So you're in a ring and you're fighting. There ain't no crowd to G you. It's not like when Dillion White's fighting at the O2 Arena in London or places like that where you'll have like, I don't know, 20,000 people screaming you and edging you on and all the rest of it. It's just you, right?
Right.
And his opponent, right? And if you know anything about Russians, they are deep into the mathematics of psychology. And seriously, everything's a mental game with these guys. And you saw when Povetkin went down in round 4, and the bell went, and he goes back to his corner. He kind of jumps to wake himself up. And at that time, maybe, just maybe, Dillian took his foot off of the gas, but not his foot off of the gas physically, but it's mentally. And he got caught. Anyone can get caught. But like I said, anyone can get knocked down, but it's your choice whether you want to stay down. And I believe that Dillian is a very, very tough human being. I just did a Instagram live, and like he was writing comments on my live already. You know what I mean? You'd think like, right, so he's saying, boss, don't worry. And I said, I'm not worried about anything. I believe that Dillion White can come back from this. I still believe that Dillion White can become a world champion. But seriously, you really do now have to brush yourself off and come back again. I don't believe that he can't do it. He's a very, very tough man. So I believe that he can do it.
Right. To aid what you said about the the two different trainers and the two different instructions. I seen Dillion White looking over his shoulder.
When have you ever seen that? When have you ever seen
Right.
that? Whenever you never see that.
Right.
You never ever see that. And as far as I'm concerned, when you do start seeing that, it is like, you know what I mean, your attention span goes. And I remember like when Nassim Hamed had, who was it? Oscar Suarez, I think it was.
Right.
In his corner, and he also had Emmanuel Stewart in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
But what he would do, one would come in, then one would come out. One will come in, one will come out. Now, my thing is this: Dave Cool has never worked with Dillion White. Dave Cool just got appointed to work in his corner, right?
Right.
He got appointed to work. Right, he got appointed to work in the corner, and so they have no relationship. Bar that we know you from boxing, there's no relationship between these guys. And at this stage now, I'm saying it's like I don't think you can just go and get a hired gun just like that. I don't think you can do that. And it's sad, but I'm not blaming Dave Coolwell in anything. I'm not saying, oh, it's because of Dave Coolwell's fault. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, like, at this stage here, I think things should have been a little bit more tighter. And unfortunately, they wasn't. And because they wasn't, then he came second best.
Yeah, all it takes is one shot, man. And I was interested to see how Dillion White, due to his previous fights, how he was put down by uppercuts. And we know one good weapon.
Oscar Rivas.
Right?
Yeah, Oscar Rivas. Yeah. And
Joshua. So
yeah, the Joshua uppercut, that was, yeah. So, but I'm not. Uppercut's very, very difficult punch to defend against. Very, very difficult punch to defend against. But it was a sneakiness, and that's where you saw the experience of Povetkin coming in. And I mean, so said, so done. And not only that, do I think that Dillian could have got stealth in waiting over 1,027 days being at the top position in the WBC? Maybe so. But the thing about it is this: like, it's always good to be intelligent after the fact. Dillian's just a fighter, and he just likes to fight. Maybe because him being in that position, maybe he could have waited. Well, I'm where I'm at right now. I'm going to get my world title shot. But you know what? He's a fighter, and he gives the challenge, and he likes to compete. Anybody else in their situation, would they have taken that kind of chance? Maybe not, or maybe they overread into Michael Hunter's performance against Povetkin, thinking, well, this could be a bit of an easy fight. But I am telling you now, Povetkin did take Michael Hunter like, this little cruiserweight guy, I'll deal with him quite easily. But you can see Povetkin knew this is last chance saloon for him, and he gave it everything he had. And you know what? Fair play to him. But in all saying that, the rematch is due in December. There's a rematch clause, so in December, and I do believe that Dillion White will come out victorious in the rematch. And my prediction for this fight that just happened was Dillion White on points. And I believe that Dillion White could eke out a points win because he did impress me, and I hope that he doesn't take this to heart.
Well, I don't know. I think he doesn't because he told Eddie right away when he stepped out of the ring, hey, I want a rematch. Make the rematch happen. So that doesn't sound like a discouraged person to me. Upset, disappointed, sure, but not discouraged.
Not at all. Like I said, I was just on that Instagram live, and he was jumping on my live. So, yeah, I mean, Dillian is a very, very tough human being. And I'm not just talking physically tough, but he's mentally tough. And now he's going to have to prove his mental toughness.
Right. He's going to have to show it, you know.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would argue that he suffered a loss last year out of the ring. Now he's suffering a loss in the ring.
Well, what happened last year, he went over like, well, I think it was like a 4 months investigation, all the rest of it,
Yeah.
And he was still allowed to box. So he won that battle, and now he's got to win this battle over himself. He's got to be over himself, and I think he's going to come out victorious at this battle against himself. Yes, I do, because people get too confused about this thing, right? It's only a boxing match. I just want you to realize this. It's only a boxing match. Right? The real thing is to champion life. Your relationship with your missus, your children, your mother, you know what I mean? Your close family members. They're the things that you're meant to champion. We put too much pressure or too much emphasis, and we do as human beings become vicarious, especially when we're sports fans. It's like, it's it. Right, and if they come across and they were shit. Right, this is human nature.
Right.
But like I'm saying to you, it's like the real ones are going to be the real ones who are going to be around forever. So maybe he's going to start finding out who are the real ones right now. And like I said already, Kirk, I really do believe that in this time here, he's going to have to properly counterpunch this one here. Properly counterpunch this one. And the real battle is the battle of life. Right? And the real battle is the internal battle against yourself. And I believe that Dillion White will come back again. And I really do believe, especially like Stephen's responses and all the rest of it. I'm saying, yeah, I like that. You ain't hidden from nowhere. You ain't going, oh my God, and you're trying to hide from everyone. He ain't done none of that. He's like, okay, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We'll come bounce back. We'll go get the rematch, and we go do what we have to do. But I was very impressed with him in the first 4 rounds. I was very, very impressed. He did some very sneaky work. Did some sneaky body attacks as well. And I was like, yeah, man, dude, this is brilliant. But unfortunately, it is what it is. This is heavyweight boxing, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Got another question for you. Do you think that he was distracted from the information from Mauricio Suleiman and Tyson Fury? Refusal to fight him? Do you think that was going through his head a little bit? Maybe,
no,
maybe
because
not?
I think, you know what? Could be, because they said, oh, well, now the winner, they have to fight you now. This is it. Yeah, great. But no, I don't think he was distracted by that, because he'd been hearing that for a long time. But it's just that it was like, I don't think he was distracted. Maybe that could have been mounted pressure. You think, shit, I've got to get this win. But every fight he realized that he's got to go get these wins. And it is what it is. So I don't think he was distracted. Do you think he was distracted, brother?
No.
Yeah. I think the game's a game, Kurt, man. And like, if you really want it, then you got to go do something and go grab it. So it is what it is.
I don't think he was distracted, because if he was distracted, he wouldn't have done as good as he did throughout the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
exactly.
Now, do I think it was an attempt to add extra pressure on Dillion White? Maybe so, because the man is going to fight. He fought today or tonight. Last week, he's not fighting Whyte right away. So that might have been a ploy or an attempt to maybe distract Whyte.
Could be. But you know what? Life goes on, my friend. So, and it's like, I'm the biggest conspiracy theorist you could ever meet, right? Everything I can find, there's got to be some conspiracy to it. But on this time, man, I just got to take it for what it is. Dillion White, unfortunately, came second best this time. Do I think that Dillion White can come back from this? I do. And I hope that Dillion does come back from this, which I believe if he wants to continue fighting, he's going to come back from this.
I think he can too, and I look at it not like a problem, as more like a solution, because now he has someone that he has a sparring partner, he has a dancing partner, he has somebody. Hey, I have something to prove, like Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz last year. You know, Let's look at it this way. If AJ would have beat Andy Ruiz, where would he have been at the last part of last year?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he would have been kind of stagnant, because I don't think He had a rematch clause because that was a voluntary. So the rematches weren't, the mandatories weren't up yet to fight these other fighters, you know. So I think he would have been kind of lonely without it. It actually helped him. Actually helped him realize the things that he could have, he started working on, and he didn't make the mistake in the second fight. Well, Dillion White, he has this because, again, it was kind of a similar situation. Because Dillion White was waiting for his shot, and he looked like he wasn't going to get it. Looked like they moved the ball a little bit, and they were gonna. I think they were gonna mess him over again, because the way they're saying, "Oh, it's not going to be in February no more." You know, so now he doesn't have to worry about that. He has a job to do. His job is to get his position back. So that gives him another challenge, so to speak. Without a distraction, now he can focus on Povetkin. If he was distracted before. Just saying if. Now he has something definitely he can look forward to. That's definite.
Yeah.
Rematch clause. So everyone's getting the rematch.
That's the game, Kurt, man. That is the game. Anyway, Kurt, you just keep on doing your channel, man, because I really do love your counter punch. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love your perspective that you put across, and your unbiasedness as well. You know what I mean? So
Right.
you just keep on doing it. That's why I said I had to holler you. Everybody's been, my phone has just blown up from it came out, and I'm telling all of your counter punch fans as well, tune into the Fight Is Right as well with myself and Bobaton Diajayi. Yeah, we got some good guests on for this week as well. Your guy Jojo Diaz, he's going to be on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so looking forward to him, and Andre Ward. So
Nice.
so it's gonna be a good show next week.
Okay, man.
All right, brother. Keep on doing what you're doing, man. Seriously, because you know when you throw your jab and I slip and I come over the top of the right hand, that's the counter punch.
There you go.
Take care, brother.
Okay, brother. Get some sleep.